Get the lotion out. It's on tonight, baby. You hear that?
We are a man down tonight.
Well, he's here in spirit.
Oh, he is. He is.
As he's teaching tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know what he's teaching. I think it's probably organizing and cleaning wrenches.
That I was trying to figure out a good word for that. Organization skills in the garage.
Oh no, this wrench is not in its socket spot. Let me just put it there.
No, it's more like, what is this millimeter doing in a fractional drawer?
This is a dead blow hammer. Why is it in here with the carpentry hammer? You know, he's
We're
kicking
not
his
building
dog.
cabinets. I'll burn your house down.
I'll burn your house down. Kicking his dog.
Yeah.
Mad as hell.
Metallica's in the background. He's like, no small animals are safe in the neighborhood.
I don't know. He's like you know how, I can't say it.
No, just let it go.
I was going to say something wild, people.
Yeah, just let it go.
Yeah, I'll let that go. It'll be after show.
Yeah, he's been sniffing too much chemical gas.
I still love how we're was talking to Jordan.
Oh yeah,
about her race car and her business, her professional business.
I clean cars for a living.
Oh, well, chemical guys is a great thing. She just went, chemical guys.
Wore him out like a cheap suit, and in 5 minutes. I hate that chemical guy stuff.
I don't like it either. What do you think? What do you think, Jordan? Oh, you're right. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, bruh.
It only took 5 minutes.
And then as soon as we get back, chemical guys is best. Well, why'd you say that? Well, because
Because I ain't at Jordan's. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, we miss him. He's here in spirit. Yeah, here's one for the old
Big Medicine.
The old Big Med.
Out there teaching interior decorating.
Yep.
Who says that was not a manly job or manly profession to go into? I do.
How to make your garage more user-friendly. So
the organizer.
Yeah. Hey, another side hustle. You want your garage organized?
Oh. Lavender?
theMechanicsville@gmail.com. Stu will organize your crap.
We'll sick them on it.
Yes.
Give him a cigar and something to drink, some chemical guys to drink.
Yinglings and Metallica on the radio. Yeah, man, he'll organize that stuff for you in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I remember looking at his drawer and everything's got its place. He's got little holders for his wrenches. Mm-hmm. And then I look at my tool drawer out there in my garage, and it's just like, and I'm like, I got to dig, but I know where stuff is.
That's right.
And I don't put stuff back. I don't put nothing back up.
See, that's the worst. And see, he cleans the garage to work. Yeah. And then gets frustrated because it's a mess while he's working and cleans it again.
He out of his own mouth.
He'll work on, they have a psychology term for that, don't they?
They probably do, but it's probably not. It's not a good word to say anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to do that right now.
But anyway. Yeah, he said he'd be working on a project. He can't find a wrench. They sit down, so he'll just stop. He'll clean up the whole garage, put everything back in its place, and then get it back out to work on.
Yeah. That came directly out of his mouth.
You know what? We need some suspenders and magnets in it so you can stick tools to it. Tick, 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 tick. That's what I need for, man. Let's get him into Mechanicsville.
Yeah.
Have we... we're at 500 subscribers now. 507 subscribers now.
Exactly. Yes, we are. We have achieved a milestone with the 500 subscribers. We're working to identify our 500th subscriber and get in touch with whomever that may be, because we need to figure out what their shirt size is and order their shirt and get their hat so we can present that to them. We have another plan in the backgrounds of maybe having a celebration of the 500. Yep. So look forward to that. Date, time, and location to be determined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, things are moving. Thank y'all so much. Things are moving along pretty good.
Yeah.
I look forward to these Tuesday broadcasts, and I don't know. It seems to be working. Y'all like this stuff. We're three dudes with full-time jobs trying to make this happen.
Yeah. Here's one
so far. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, we could not do it without Mechanicsville Nation. Each and every one of you, we try to engage with you. We were just talking earlier about a video that has tons of comments on it, and it may take us a minute to get around to commenting on it, but we do try to comment on most of the videos and try to keep in touch with you guys. Here's a fun fact for you. Last Friday, the 16th, was actually 1 year from the launch.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
So we launched on May 16th last year at your house on the release party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With like 4 videos.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ash. I make videos. Oh, I'm Stu.
I break shit. And I'll burn your house down.
I'll burn your house. Dang, that's crazy. It's been a year. And right now we're sitting at 157 videos total. Yes. What?
In 12 short months. It's hard for me to believe that we've created that much stuff. But
and the fact that this winter we weren't prepared to work this winter. This winter was kind of a stall because we weren't prepared for it.
Yeah.
But now, this winter's gonna be different. But
we kept trying to churn out content for the nation, and you guys have just been consuming it. You've just been eating it up, viewing and commenting, and we are so appreciative of that. And we talk every week after the podcast, and when we're together getting ready to start out on an adventure, whether it be jumping off from King's Hot Dogs up here in Rural Hall. That's our go-to spot to jump off, or that's the end point sometimes. We talk about so many things that are stacked up just in the wings to do for the channel. And we're really looking forward to the day that we can just do this and and just create that content and continue to grow the ideas that pop into our heads. Just go do it, and I'm at awe of the nation.
Well, we're getting there. We have more ideas than we have time. We have more people wanting our help and wanting to help us with content than we have hours in the day, unfortunately. Yeah. I know I've had to cut back on some obligations to focus on Mechanicsville. It's like, all right, let's do this, because I had a bunch of projects going at the same time. Now I'm trying to focus in on this project. And It's been a year. Dang it. It surprised me. I wasn't ready for that news. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was actually, when we were like at, like 498 last week, I mean, it just went boom, and then there was 500. I was thinking, I was like, well, we launched it sometime in May, and I got to looking back, and fortunately, the day we launched, I put it in my calendar on my phone to reoccur every year. And I looked in my calendar and it said Mechanicsville launch May 16th. And man, I was just really I was just humbled about that, how fast we have grown, and all the things we have done in just 12 short months. Thanks, Fireball Ballistics. That's another YouTuber that follows Mechanicsville. Go check out Jeremy's page. Thank you for the shout out, Jeremy. Yeah, he's got a cool gun and tactical stuff page. He's trying to get started, but he's been on board, basically from the jump. And we really appreciate that. Appreciate the engagement. The whole Mechanicsville Nation, we really appreciate the engagement from them.
Yep. So I know we have an update on old Dusty Roads.
Yeah.
67 Chevelle Malibu.
Yep.
So I know you and Big Med worked on it a little bit this week.
Last Thursday.
Yeah. Oh God, today's Tuesday.
That's okay. Yeah, we went out to where the car's kind of being staged at right now, before we move it over to the commission's garage.
The precinct.
Yeah, we as we talked about in the moving video, how to get the engine was not exactly free at the time, and I didn't want to force it. So what we did last Thursday, we got some footage of that as well, is we did an initial cleaning, just kind of like a down and dirty inventory of what was inside the car, and we removed, surprisingly very easy. I was surprised. I was so shocked at how easy the plugs came out of that car, because this car has been sitting for 44 years.
Yeah.
I was expecting trouble, especially after the struggle we had with the front wheel. And
that was a bear.
Appreciate you holding the light there up until like the very little last bit of it, So.
I can't believe you yelled at me. I brought back all kinds of trauma.
Yeah.
I was doing a good job.
Yeah. You were till you weren't. But anyway, I was really surprised how easy those plugs came out of the car. I've got a new set ordered to go back in it. We're actually going to try to fire this jewel up. We've introduced Marvel's mystery oil into the cylinders, and it's been soaking now for 4 days, going on 4 days. And what it will do is hopefully the rust and corrosion and stuff that's actually got the piston rings kind of stuck in the cylinders, it'll help loosen that stuff up, and then we can eventually try to rotate the engine by hand, and we'll do it very gingerly and very easy, so we don't break anything, because right now we are looking at an all original vehicle. It's not been messed with. It still has the original engine, original transmission, original rear end. Most all of the original chrome is still with the car. this is what's called a numbers matching barn find. And we don't want to jeopardize future upgrades to the vehicle, or whether it be us or someone else, make it harder on them to replace parts. So we'll be very easy about how we try to go about getting the engine to rotate, and then ultimately swapping out the plugs, wires, at least a cap and a rotor, and hooking it up to a gas can and trying to get some fire in this old girl.
Yeah. Yeah. The stuff we found in that vehicle, you'll see it in the video coming up this week. It's like the perfect barn find.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy. A little bit of luck.
Well, just the quick inventory, the hands-on, where we were actually putting our hands on stuff and going through it in the car, we found nearly all of the original chrome that belongs on the vehicle. We found all but one hubcap. We found extra mirrors. Like the vehicle had mirrors added to it. It didn't come it was an option. It didn't come standard with side view mirrors on it. And that was common for a vehicle in the 60s. There were lots of things that you had to add to it to get upgrades. We found extra mirrors. We have an extra driver's door. We found all of the fender emblems and the trunk emblems, except for one small emblem that designates the engine size. And we were pleasantly surprised to find out that we were pretty much spot on. It is a 327 cubic inch engine, but it is a mid-power. They did pay for an upgrade, and it is rated at 275 horsepower. So they did pay for that. What's interesting about the vehicle is, with this being a barn find, sometimes when you find these barn finds, everything is stripped off of it. Everything's stripped out of it. You have no documentation of what the car is. You have to go by production numbers and stamping, date codes, and stuff like this to make sure that you have all of the right stuff to go with the car. When we were actually able to get the glove box open, based on what the original owner told us, was that her husband put the original bill of sale in every vehicle that he owned in the glove box. Now, I've been around cars that have sat for 40 some years, 50 years, 60 years, and I know what paperwork tends to do. It degrades over that period of time. When we were able to get all of the stuff out of the glove box, not only was the original owner's manual in the glove box, the option sheet that came out of the showroom was in there, the original bill of sale, and because this car was ordered with special upgrades, there's a little lead plate that followed that car around in the production of it called a protective plate. That is still in the car. So the documentation, and it's pristine. Through going through all of the stuff that was in there, there was one tiny tear in the fold of the original bill of sale, but all of the ink, everything is still legible. It's still readable. It's not stained. It's not dirty. It's not degraded in any way. This is just optimal for a barn find, to get this kind of documentation with the car to go with it to either whatever we choose to do with it or someone else.
Yeah, the perfect barn find.
Yes, I mean it basically, it could be classified as a perfect barn find, a numbers matching vehicle with documentation. And there was a ton of receipts of going to Mock Tire off of Robin Hood Road and buying tires, going to Sears and buying a set of tires for $35. There was actually, the car was bought locally at a now defunct dealership, which was Childress dealership, Chevrolet dealership in Yadkinville. There was actually an envelope that Stu got the glue to break open so he didn't tear the envelope, and pulled it out, and it was a oil change coupon to get the first 10 oil changes free on the vehicle, and they had not redeemed any of them. It's still a pristine coupon with all the, it's when you had to put a coupon in a typewriter, you had to roll it into the typewriter and actually type what was on it. So that was really cool. But the upkeep of the car was documented with receipt after receipt after receipt. Stuff that had been done to the car over the years before it was parked. And it was just really cool to go back and look at that stuff. There was even like 4 Esso gas station maps, like the fold out maps, the big fold out from Esso gas stations. I didn't unfold any of them. There could have been, like like your treasure hunt. You draw your line to follow, and have your navigator say, "Am I on the right highway?" or whatnot. But there was like
that's how it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, AAA ruined us with those flip books. You remember those vertical flip books that you could get from AAA if you were a AAA member? What did Fireball say?
I don't know if it's been said, but it's the Commish's birthday.
Oh man!
Happy birthday, Commish! 175 years old.
I know, ancient, and I look good. I look good for 175.
You do look really good for 175 years old.
Yeah, I have aged well.
Yes. You wore out, though. I mean, I tell you. Between you and Big Mad, I'm the young guy here. This is crazy.
You are. Man, you're a spring chicken compared to us.
I don't know. I got humbled today.
Thanks, Fireball. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Look at all the wishes coming in.
Oh, well, thank you.
BJ Beck, right on.
All right, buddy.
So, yeah, well, it happens. It comes around every year. Yeah. Big deal. Whoop. What's that got to do with some cars? I don't know.
But it is, to finish up about the Chevelle, it is very rare to pull a vehicle out of a barn, a shed, anywhere that's certainly been sitting for 41 years and find the basically treasure trove of documentation for this vehicle. We were very lucky in that sense, and to find it in the condition that it's in. We were able to clean up and knock a lot of there's Furlan. Thank you, Furlan.
Yeah.
HRE in the house.
Hicks Racing.
That's right. HRE in the house.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just so cool how it happened. It just came to our attention that this was there, and we were like, I think we could do something with this vehicle for the channel. The whole purpose of this barn find is for the channel.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be like the perfect first barn find for this channel so far. So far.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
And that actually kicked off other conversations that we've had with other people reaching out to us saying, man, I got this car you need to pull out and get it running. And it's exploded from there.
Yep.
I mean, you know, when I talked about earlier about things that we have got like tiered out there, plans, it includes other cars that we're going to pull out of these situations and try to get them running,
Yep.
and save the cars. I know two of the cars that we're speaking in reference to are cars that these folks want saved for the occasion of showing it off to a loved one that had the car or whatnot. But they're definitely wanting us to get that car pulled out, get it to a place where Mechanicsville can work its magic on it and get it back running, get it back cleaned up, let Big Med do his thing with chemical guys or not.
Oh yeah, chemical guys.
And
the choice of Mechanicsville.
Yes.
Link in the description below if you want your own chemical guys from Amazon.
That's right. That's right. They have, yeah, they have a great selection of things to clean your car up with. Stu is on point. I mean, you know, he's just on point with cleaning up a vehicle, and
he's all about it.
Letting him work his magic on the exterior and interior of the car, and then turn these vehicles back over to the owners, and just preserve. It's not only preserving that car, but it's preserving those memories that were created with that family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Stu, when I first met him, his first couple of videos for the channel is cleaning cars. And like he takes it way more serious than I've ever met anybody before. Special foam brush. He's got his little special mitt. It's like, dude, the water runs off.
And how jazzed he was when he got that foam cannon.
Yes.
And that is also available on Amazon. You know, anything that he's used as far as chemical guys in those videos to clean and polish those cars are available through Amazon. We have affiliate links that you can click right, and it'll take you right to the product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Affiliate links help us out. There's a bunch of little stuff we want to try to make this a full-time gig out of, and everything y'all do helps us out. Clicking like, subscribe, telling your friends about us.
Yes.
Sharing our videos, checking out affiliate links, checking out the Rodcast.
Well,
and, if you want to be a guest on here, please, we'd love to have you as a guest.
Absolutely. The cool thing about the affiliate link is when you click on that link, it takes you directly to the product. You don't have to go and open your Amazon Prime account and do the search bar thing and weed through all the stuff that Amazon throws up there because it's in their algorithm. You click on our link, it takes you directly to the product that you see used on this channel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I got a question to pose for the mechaniacs out there. We have the ability now to have membership levels for the channel.
Yes.
It feels like it's a little early, but 500 people watch this or subscribe to this and keep track with us. And so there's different levels of membership YouTube allows us to do now. I don't know if we're quite ready for that, but what do y'all think? Is it something, would y'all like to see more behind the scenes, more cutting up with us? Would you like to see more raw footage we do? Because what do you say, Eddie? Probably about 60% of what we film doesn't make it to a video.
Yeah.
Of us cutting up and of just random shots and stuff like that. Would that be, would that be something y'all be interested in? Would y'all be willing to be a member, certain tiered member for things, or?
And you running around telling me and Stu not to get started before you get your camera gear out of the car and set up and yelling at me. And then there's other times when I'm yelling at you for not holding the flashlight correctly.
Yeah. Y'all are the worst. Y'all are the worst when y'all show up to a project or show up to film something. You two just start working, and I'm still getting out of the car, and I'm like, bro, we got to have a setup. We got to have, there's no point in doing this with the camera on. Calm down. Big Med's the worst when it comes to that.
He's
hyper focused. Let's get it.
And then, you know, I sense that from him, and then I get on that work. I get in that work mode, and I'm less about getting ready, and I'm just like, all right, I'm working like that, you know. So
yeah, I've realized I've had to start giving narratives, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I gotta talk to the audience about what you two knuckleheads are doing, and I'm like, looks like he's turning the respirator wheel on the horseshoe clamp here, and I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Not yet.
I'm learning.
I know you are. You are, along with everybody on Mechanicsville, and you know that really that's what we started out. We started out to do was just kind of have some fun, feature some great cars, and help people learn something along the way. And always, if you are stuck in some form, something you've come up against in your project that you've never seen before, never done before, reach out to us at theMechanicsville@gmail.com. We have a lot of knowledge. Ash is good with electrical stuff. I have a lot of mechanical knowledge. Stu has mechanical knowledge. We even have an OG engine builder on board with us with HRE who can answer questions for you. We can float that stuff by Wayne, and he can answer that for you. It might cost you, but he'll answer it. But you know, if you're hung up in your project and you find yourself sitting in the middle of your garage floor not knowing what to do next, reach out to us. We can help you. We'll get you back on track and help you out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was our original idea. Was to just feature just know-how.
Yeah.
And then the racing stuff started got in our blood, and we're like, we'll do some racing. Ooh, let's do some classic cars. Ooh, let's do a podcast. Oh, let's go to classic car shows and talk about the culture and how the culture starting to kind of seems like it's fading away. It comes when it comes to the classic cars. But I don't know. I want to say that the culture seems like it's kind of fading away, but then again, when I go to these car shows, I am seeing younger and younger owners of these classic cars. And so it may be in safe hands. I don't know. We've got some more research to do on that, but it seems like there's a young movement for the classic cars. And I'm seeing younger and younger owners of these old vehicles now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's very good. It used to be, you know, you went to high school, you worked at the local service station, you worked on everybody in your neighborhood's cars because they came to the service station that you worked at. But those are bygone days. You lack the eat, sleep, drink car culture. I grew up wanting a hot rod, was able to build one with my father when I was in high school, and was able to drive up and down. I mean, wasted hundreds, probably thousands of dollars worth of gas going up and down Stratford Road. I mean, it was documented at one point in time by CarCraft magazine that Stratford Road was like one of the top 5 throughout the whole United States, the top 5 cruise pieces of asphalt located in the United States. You know, and that's what we did on Friday, Saturdays. We would clean up our cars, work on our tune on them, work on them, turn wrenches on them, and come dark, we were at Stratford Road meeting up with our friends, riding around with our girlfriends if we had them, looking for girlfriends if we needed them, and just living about cars, you know, because that was the one thing. What surprises me about a lot of young people today is they don't care about getting a driver's license until they absolutely have to. When I was growing up, I couldn't wait to get behind the wheel of a car because that meant freedom for me. I don't know about anybody else. You can chime in on that if you're online and have an opinion about it. But being able to get that little plastic card that said you had a Class C driver's license gave you freedom, unbridled freedom, because we didn't have cell phones back then. You couldn't be tracked back then. You were gone. You were out.
Yeah. Oh, see, I'm the complete opposite. I didn't care nothing I didn't get my license until I was 20. I didn't need it.
Yeah.
All I did was play basketball in the neighborhood. I went to school and I went to work, and I didn't care nothing for cruising. I know High Point was big when I was in high school. In my 20s. Everybody goes to High Point to cruise. Didn't care for the culture, didn't care for cars. Cars were an A and B destination for me. I didn't realize the art of them. My mom's always been a car lady. She loves cars. She's always had hot rods. And so I'd be crammed in the back seat of these hot rods back in the 80s. You know, I'm like, this sucks. The seat's real small. You know, not knowing how cool it was, actually. And then I didn't really look at cars until, you know, probably recently, 2020. I just never been a car person. And now all of a sudden it's like I see it differently than some people. I like the engineering. I love the art of it. And that's going away too, it seems like. I like the how everything works together. I like the culture. I like the figuring out stuff. I'm starting to kick. Oh, I got the fever now. I like it. Y'all took me to Z-Max. I felt those engines shake my whole body. What is that? You know, and so now I'm kind of like, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. If I'd have got this back back when I'm 20 years old, I'd be hot rodding too. It just wasn't my thing until recent. It's just so weird.
Wayne says he burned enough gas going up and down Stratford Road to float a battleship. Heck, at 90 cents a gallon, we didn't care.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. My sister used to have a green, like candy apple green Volkswagen Beetle with like a supercharged engine in the back of it. I don't remember, but I think it'd go. And she would cruise everywhere in that thing. It had a CD player in it. So that was like, oh my God, this car has a CD player? What? Yeah. But she drove that thing everywhere. It went to High Point every freaking weekend. And I remember when she got a ticket, we were like, well, you're not getting Christmas this year because this ticket costs so much money. So I think my mom, out of spite, went to Goodwill and bought her some like stuffed animals and stuff from Goodwill and gave it to her for Christmas that winter because they had to pay for lawyer fees and the speed tickets. And I was like, see what cars get you in trouble.
Yeah.
I was such a nerd. Such a nerd. Why is that engine so loud?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
Oh, yeah.
Is that as loud as it gets? Let's get louder. Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's every now and then I will, as I'm looking through the videos, scrolling through them, looking for comments that I need to react to or add some information to or answer a question. I'll scroll by that video of us at Z-Max and I have to watch it every time I scroll by it. It is such a great video. I love that video. And the question that you asked prior to even turning the cameras on was, how much of this nitro are we going to eat? And I said, all of it.
All of it, yeah. I was like, at a certain point, the gag, okay, oh, this is real bad. Oh, and I thought, okay, fellas, whatever. I've gotten behind smoky cars before. I get it. It's got fumes. Okay, I get it. I'll play it up for the camera. Okay, how bad can this be? Oh my God. It takes all the oxygen out of you, and you're breathing in straight. I don't know what the hell it is. Fumes.
Nitromethane.
It's like, whoa. everything hurts. My hair follicles hurt. I was like, oh my God. And then because the vibration of that engine running, and then just a blasting right in your face, all that nitromethane. And I was like, oh my God, this runs on this?
Yeah.
And I think that after that is when we sit down and listen and watch the supercars go down the track then. Because that was a whole another experience of how powerful these engines are. And it's just wild. I was like, I have no idea. And you're telling me there's something out there that's even bigger and badder than that?
Oh, the top fuel, the long ones. Yeah.
I can't imagine. That's insanity. Let me strap myself into this giant nitromethane shooting engine and go as fast as I can down the track.
Yeah.
It's insanity. Oh man, that was fun. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I went to that. I remember that. Yeah, I just remember how strong those engines were. It shook everything. You had headphones on, whatever, it didn't matter. You just feel it in your body. And then that young lady that comes sit down after us.
Yeah.
And she was sitting like, and I was even like looking at her going, oh, she don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows. I just learned. So I don't think she knows. And she's sitting there, and all of a sudden, takes off down the dragway, and she's like,
yeah.
I was like, yep, I just experienced that like 5 minutes ago. I get it.
It's always great to catch newbies unaware of what's going to happen when not one, but two 16,000 horsepower engines accelerate. It's the fastest sport on earth.
And I was in the stands. That's how strong that was. And then we went down there by the track.
Yeah.
And watch them go by. And I remember doing this every time it would go. I'd like, afraid my eyes were going to pop out of my head if I didn't like close my eyes to hold them in there. It's just so much pressure. It's crazy.
They have actually put a barometer on the starting line when two top fuel dragsters leave the starting line, and they actually move so much air that it shows a drop in the barometer when the two cars leave under full acceleration. It's actually quite phenomenal what those engines do.
That is wild. Yeah. So I'm now initiated. Can't wait to do it again. There's so much this time of year of motorsports. I mean, we haven't been to Bowman Gray this year yet. We've got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to do some more drag. We got to do some off-road stuff. We got to do some. It's just so much to do.
Well, there's another form of racing that we tried to make it to last year, but we're unable to do it. We going up to Elkin to go to the dirt track in Elkin. So there's just so many things that we want to try to bring the Mechanicsville Nation through the channel. And again, there are only 3 of us, and we're working diligently to create as much content as we can.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, week before last, when we were out at Farmington, we met Bob with the Pontiac.
That's right.
He's invited us over to his shop. So we have a garage meetup there, and he has apparently a pretty extensive collection of Pontiac, either street cars or race cars that we'll be able to feature on the channel. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there's so many other opportunities like that. We've got people that want us to come visit them and feature their garage. So I'm looking forward to some of the things. It's good to have things to do, in other words.
Yeah. And there are 3 of us. I noticed that we've had to split some of the fun up, and so yeah, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy.
And there are, speaking of tiers of things that we're planning on doing, there are trips planned out in the future that pretty soon are going to be not too distant future because we're going to be on it, and that we got planned for the channel, and I'm just excited to bring all this stuff to the channel.
Me too. I know we're starting to kind of get the streamline. There's so many hours in a day, and all three of us are working dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And usually back in the day, I know when we did a project, it would take all the time we had to bring that one project to you. Seems like it's getting better and easier every time we do it, so that's good. So,
absolutely.
So yeah, it's getting a little streamlined, so I'm happy about that. But we're trying to get content, more and more content.
Where's Mother?
Can't have nothing around here. I should go this way. Sing. Anyway, that's probably a good little point to roll up the garage doors, roll down the garage doors for the day.
All right.
So we want to have guests on here. We have enough room. We can have up to 5 or 6 people on this thing. So we would love for you to be a guest on here. Talk about some cars. Talk about
Speaking of guests, prepare your questions and or your comments. We're gonna rehash a topic that is close to our hearts.
That's right.
Next week we're gonna have a special guest come on, and we're gonna talk about this Right to Repair Act. It's still is not at a form of conclusion, but we're going to have a guest on next Tuesday, to help us hash out some of the things, talk about how it affects garage owners, technicians, repair shops, educational opportunities, because this person is in the trenches doing that. And we look forward to having that person on. We'll have them on next Tuesday. But yes, besides that, if you want to be a guest on the show, reach out to us at theMechanicsville@gmail.com. We can schedule that. We can get you Ash, the podcast king over here. He can set it up. He can make it. No, man. You wear that crown well. You wear that crown well, buddy. Because a lot of this doesn't happen without this guy right here. I mean, we can record stuff all day long, but to get it up here and get it in front of you, he works a lot of magic on this stuff. Very appreciative. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to come along for the ride, really. But if you want to be a part of the podcast, reach out to us again at theMechanicsville@gmail.com. Shoot us a line there. We can get it lined out for you and give you a time to appear. And maybe you can bring a subject near and dear to your heart that we can expand on.
Mm-hmm. Check out the links below in our description if you want some merch. If you want, check out some of our Amazon affiliate links. Check out our sponsors, social media links, all that stuff. Everything Mechanicsville here in the down in the description below. We appreciate y'all. And go ahead,
speaking of new sponsors, freshly coiffed here, Mechanicsville has the official barbershop of Mechanicsville is Hawthorne Barbershop.
Great.
Go ahead.
I thought it was Great Clips. My bad.
Oh, no, Sport Clips. Anyway, no. Hawthorne Barbershop right here in downtown Winston-Salem. Check out Matt Long at Hawthorne Barbershop. He uses Booksy to book his apps. Download the app. Schedule your haircut. Go get your haircut where Mechanicsville gets their haircut. Yeah, that one hair. There you go.
Bro, I'm happy to have this. Trust me.
Yeah. I know.
Look, it kept going back when I was 16, and now it's stopped.
It's been a travail for you, hasn't it?
See, if I was bald, I'd look kind of cool bald.
Man,
I used to be bald back in the day when we first met.
Yeah.
I used to cut short.
Yeah, you did.
But then I had none of this. And so my face is like just a big balloon. So I had to grow this out and then grow this out.
You looked so baby faced when we first met.
And you did too.
I did.
You grew that mustache. You had like the coolest mustache at the old job.
Yeah, those old jobs will wear on you. That old job will wear on you. It will.
I'm 23 years old. Look at me.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, fat and happy. Yeah. But no, check out Matt Long, Hawthorne Barbershop. Like I said, he uses Booksy app to book his appointments. Download the app, search Hawthorne Barbershop, and get linked up with him. If you need your haircut, check out on our splash page. We have construction folks. We have detail folks. We have insurance folks. Check them out. Give them some love if you have any need for the products that they have, and tell them Mechanicsville sent you. Always find us at theMechanicsville.com in the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we upload new content and when we have a podcast every Tuesday. You can reach out to us at theMechanicsville@gmail.com. We now have a TikTok platform. We have Facebook. Like and follow there. Like and follow on TikTok. Share with everybody. Get the word out about Mechanicsville. We're doing it for you guys.
Or
I'll burn your house down.
I'll call the fire department. We'll try to put it out together.
Okay.
That pyromaniac.
I can't do it as good as Stu.
We'll burn your house down.
Yeah, we'll
That's
burn
pretty good.
your
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll burn your house down.
There you go.
Miss you, Stu.
Yes. Miss you, buddy.
All right. Happy birthday, Commish. We're going to have a little meeting after this.
Land this old plane. Get us on the runway.
Let's close that garage door. Lock it up. I'm not, guys. A little much. Sorry.
Yeah.
Later, y'all. See y'all next Tuesday.
Free the Vega.
Free the Vega.